I thought my boyfriend was losing interest in me until I opened his digital calendar and found reminders that shattered my heart. I always wondered how love could change slowly without warning, because one month my boyfriend Noah felt warm and close and full of laughter, and the next month he became distant, quiet, tired, always pretending that everything was fine, and smiling with a heaviness that didn't match his eyes. And I thought maybe he was bored of me. Maybe he discovered someone better, maybe I wasn't enough anymore. And all those dark thoughts kept eating me alive day after day. Then one evening, after he left for work and accidentally forgot his tablet on the couch, I opened it only to upload a movie for us to watch later, but the screen opened to his digital calendar, and my whole world shifted in a single breath, because the first reminder I saw wasn't about work or meetings. It said, "Make her smile today," and below it, "Buy her favorite snacks before coming home," and then, "Don't let her notice I'm sick." And at first I didn't understand why someone would need reminders for love, but the deeper I scrolled, the more my chest tightened, because new reminders appeared one after another: hide fatigue, headache, chest pain, pretend appetite is normal, don't faint in front of her again, she deserves happiness, not fear. And my hands started shaking as I kept scrolling. And then I saw the worst ones. Oncology appointment, 3 p.m. Blood test results tomorrow, don't let her worry. I felt the ground disappear beneath me, like the world suddenly went silent, because all this time I thought he was losing feelings, but he was actually fighting something terrifying alone while trying to protect me from hurting. And that kind of love felt so big, it broke my heart in the most painful, beautiful way, and tears just fell without permission. Because I had no idea the man who tucked my hair behind my ear every night was struggling to stay alive while acting normal just so I wouldn't cry. I waited for him to come home that evening. The reminders printed on paper lying on the table in front of me, and when he opened the door and saw me awake, he froze his eyes, instantly filling with panic, and he whispered, "You weren't supposed to see that." And suddenly the strong, silent man who always held everything together crumbled to the floor like he couldn't pretend anymore, and he broke down repeating, "I didn't want you to see me sick. I didn't want to be the reason you were sad. You deserve happiness, not hospitals, not fear, not someone fading in front of you." I took his face in my hands and told him through tears, "You don't get to choose which version of you I love. I love all of you, strong, weak, healthy, scared, everything together, not from a distance." And he cried harder, because for the first time he wasn't trying to hide his pain, and it wasn't weakness, it was finally surrendering to love. And he whispered, "I'm so afraid," and I held him and said, "Then let me be afraid with you." The next morning we walked into the hospital together, not as a boy trying to protect his girlfriend from sadness, but as two people fighting the unknown side by side. And when the doctor said the words, "The treatment is working, the disease is shrinking, you're improving," he broke again, but this time the tears were relief and hope instead of fear. And he looked at me like he finally understood he didn't have to disappear to love me. When we got home, he opened that calendar, deleted every reminder that said, "Hide sickness, don't tell her, act normal," and replaced them with new ones like, "Let her come with me to treatment. Tell her how I feel honestly. Stop trying to disappear." And he turned to me and said with a voice still trembling, "If I ever fall back into pretending, remind me that I don't have to be strong alone." And I promised I would, because real love isn't protecting someone by shutting them out. Real love is letting them sit beside you no matter how dark the road gets. And even now on the days when he's tired, scared, or hurting, he reaches for my hand instead of hiding. And I reach back every time, because the truth is I never needed him to be invincible, I only needed him to stay. And he is still here, still fighting, still loving me. And this time not secretly, not silently, but together.